You guys feel better now?
It's done. It's over. We're moving on. Yeah, it was good. It was a good response. We challenged them today. Meetings this morning. Meetings again tonight. Changed our video as far as what we showed them, and to their credit, they responded.
Is this one of those situations where maybe it was kind of good in retrospect, have kind of a couple of bad games to kind of see what a good game feels like, when you can just kind of point to this and say, okay, we don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, we don't need to have bad games. We know what bad games feel like. We've been around long enough, and we just want to stay the course. We know we're not going to win every game, but it's the process. We feel if we stick to the process, more often than not, the wins will come. We've talked from day one about the foundation of this hockey club, and we continue to build on that. We're far from being, a completed team right now, and we just want to keep building and pushing strong into the playoffs.
You're gonna start calling Mancari Bruiser in there. I mean, he kind of set the tone tonight with
you know
the
what?
fight,
Give a lot of credit to Mark Mancari.
Yeah.
I mean, going out and doing what he did. He was the first guy that stepped up to the challenge, and he initiated. And for a veteran player like that to show that type of leadership, he's obviously in the last few years he hasn't had as many fights as he had since when he was a younger player. But when it's all said and done, it tells you a little bit about the character on our team.
What does that do? Some people a little shaky on the fighting issue, but what does that do for a team? To like at the start of the game, something like that, where it's not something that's like set up or anything, but it just happened.
Yeah, you know what? Like we knew after last night's game it was a little bit of a chippy game. We know how they play. They are a desperate hockey team. They came in to this weekend 6 points out of a final playoff spot. They got a big win last night. They knew they had to get another win tonight to stay in contention for the 8th spot. I mean, they're a long shot right now. So they were going to try to do everything in their power, and we had to basically deny that. We had to stand up to the challenge, and what I like about how our guys, we didn't have to respond, we set the tone. And we stayed away from, the undisciplined type of penalties. Unfortunately, we had to kill off a long 5-on-3, but it wasn't undisciplined. It was two situations where we shot the puck over the glass. One was length of the ice down the far end. I mean, you don't see that happen too often. So we certainly loved the job we did on that penalty kill and throughout the night, and keeping them off the board and scoring a shorthanded goal was certainly a bonus. You
mentioned leadership. Talk a little bit about Greg Zana tonight. I mean, he had, I think, 4 blocks on that 5-on-3, and then he had the big offside call there. He just seemed to be all over the ice.
He is what he is. He shows up every night. He is a warrior. We were joking after the game on that 5-on-3. We could have played without a goalie as long as we got Z on the ice, and that's what he does. It's win at all costs for him, and he leads by example. So it's very easy for him as the captain of his team. He can go into that room and he can say whatever he wants, because if you're going to talk the talk, you have to walk the walk, and he certainly does that in a big way.
Yeah, he backs it up.
Yes, he does.
You mentioned the goalie. I mean, Dan Ellis goes up, gets a shutout in the NHL today, and Michael's been really terrific over this last week when he's had the mantle put on him.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That is a credit to our goalie coach, Pierre Gru, who was just in and happened to leave 2 days ago. He's done tremendous work with both those guys. And it certainly shows. It's a great day for the Florida Panthers organization when Dan Ellis gets that shutout and Michael Hauser stands tall down here and helps us get much-needed 2 points.
What does a win like this, mean for the team? I mean, it really could have gone south here, if things went poorly tonight, right?
No, we don't even think that way, Tony.
Yeah.
We're very confident in where we're at right now as a team. We were 3-0-1. Prior to last night's loss, and we didn't see anything as far as mounting. Our last win the other night against Milwaukee was a goalie win. He certainly got us the win, but we didn't see things trending in a downward spiral. We addressed the areas of concern, and they were small areas. And again, the team responded, and that's a credit to those guys.